All right, you've made the decision. You're ready. You're going to dive on into becoming a home child care provider. Everything's lined up, and now you are ready to get information on becoming a licensed home child care. But wait, what about the people you live with? Tune in, and we're going to talk about family matters. When you think of home, you think of relaxing and comfort and movie night and laughters and tears and everything that has to do with family. Well, guess what? When you're a home child care provider, everything about that picture just gets disruptive. This is why it's important that you sit down and talk to your family about having a home child care. Now, many providers say it takes a lot of adjustment and a lot of negotiating in order for the family to get on board with that home child care provider. But your family does matter. If you have a spouse or a significant other, it's important that you sit down, that you outline what's going to go on or what your vision is for your home child care. You also want to get their input. They're important. They're helping you. They're supporting you. You're going to be stuck in the house a lot of times. And so it's also going to be important that you figure out what you're going to do to relieve your stress. Make sure you check out my video on how we relieve stress as a home child care provider. If you have children, the younger your children are, it just seems like it will be more and more difficult. One of the things you have to think about is if your children are going to be at home with you and they are under the age of 13, they have to be counted in the ratio. So if you are thinking and you're budgeting for 12 children, you have to realize that guess what? If I have 4 children, I can't have 12 total children as far as income because I have to minus 4 because my own children are counting. And if your children are 14 and older, they have to have a background check. So every family member, your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, anyone that's going to be living in your house or visiting the house frequently will have to have a background check. Some of your family members may not want that. Your spouse may not want to have a background check. If your spouse has a background check that will not be able to be passed, do not worry. Now, we're not talking about harming children. I'm talking about tickets and other things that are minor. In the state of Texas, they're going to do something where they'll be able to say a risk evaluation. You're going to submit this risk evaluation form. They're going to say what happened, whether it's tickets or maybe some violations, and you're going to outline it. They're going to take it to a board. They're going to talk about it. They're going to look at the minimum standards. They're going to look and see if it lines up with anything that's going to be in regards to harming children. If it's not, they're going to be able to say, okay, you're good, or they're going to give you something where it's basically, okay, you're approved, but with certain restriction. Your spouse can't be home during the hours of operation. If they are, you'll get written up and possibly your business can close down. So a lot of things you have to take into account. A lot of things that people do not think about is when you are starting a business, you're in your home 24/7. It seems like you're prepping, even when you're closed, you're prepping for everything that's going to happen throughout the week. It's going to take up space as far as toys and activities and children being there. And so it's really important that you have your family on board to support that. Do what you're supposed to do. Do like what you've been doing all your life. Bribe them. Yes, you heard me. Bribe them. Bribe your children with trips and candy and food. And I mean, come on now. Don't judge me. I'm being honest, right? Can we have real talk? That's why we have this community. Sit down. Outline some things. Sometimes for me, I tell my children, okay, during this month, we're going to go to the movies, we're going to do this, because I look at my children as my business partners, because I am a single mom and I am running a business and this is their home. So they do help out a lot. They do water after school. They'll do water for the kids and certain things like that. They'll help me over the weekend to prep, to cut out art and all those things. And so I do give them something in return because they're helping me. This is their business as well. Now, as far as you ladies that are married, you know how to negotiate that, right? Let's be real. I can't even wink. But I'm serious. Sit down, talk to your spouse. Ask him what you can do to help him to get on board. If he likes collectibles, I don't know, say you're gonna buy him a collectible every month or something crazy. Get him tickets to the Spurs. Go Spurs! Woo! The Cowboys. All right, Cowboys. Or whatever his favorite team is. do those things for your spouse. Figure out something, negotiate, bribe. I say bribe, but really I'm saying negotiate. Sit down and negotiate. Make sure you get everything in writing. You don't want your spouse to be like, I did not say that. I did not say this. And you don't want your children like, oh my gosh, mom, like this is, you have to remind them, well, according to this contract, unless you want to breach the contract, and make it fun for them, make it rewarding for them. And then most importantly, you want to make sure you're not blowing up on them. At the end of the day, go for a walk, go sit in the tub, do whatever you can. You have to have a transition, because if you don't, you're going to just go crazy. I remember there was time, because I've been doing this for 20 plus years. So I remember once I got out the military, and my older two, who were my younger two at the time, I remember waving, bye, Susie. Bye, little Johnny. Bye, guys. Have a great day. See you tomorrow, next weekend, next week, whatever the case may be. And then I would turn around and be like, where is your mom? Who is going to pick y'all up? And they're like, mom, you are my mom. You're not my mom. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And I was burnt out. But as I grew as being a home child care provider, I knew certain things that I had to do to transition from being a home child care provider to a mom. It's very important that you take some notes in that area as well. Hey, before I forget, I want to let you know, if you click on the link below, there is a document, a form, whatever you want to call it, that will help you to go down a checklist of things that you can ask your spouse or your children so that you guys are on the same page. So it's kind of like a contract or something that you can do to write out ideas so that you guys are all on the same page. Write it out, have everyone sign it, have it sitting up somewhere where everyone can always look at it and be reminded of this wonderful opportunity of you being able to bring in more income, being at home with the children, and being able to love on your spouse. You can do a family's benefit and sacrifice chart. I use this with my children, so I let them know, hey, benefit will be more income. We can go to the movies once a week, and guess what? When we go to the movies, we can all have our own soda. Oh, check that out. You don't have to share soda, and you don't have to share the lollipop. You know, when you're a family and you're on a budget, you guys share your sodas. Come on now, let's be honest here. But you can let them know, hey, since mommy or daddy's going to be having their own home child care, that means more income. That means every Friday will be fun. Friday night, fun night, whatever you want to call it. We're going to do movies, and everyone will have their own popcorn and soda. And you have to let them know. But with that benefit, the sacrifice is you have to be able to come in and you have to help out during snack time, or you have to understand that mommy will be busy until 6 p.m. every day. So you have to outline that to them. Another benefit is, hey, mom will be here every day to make dinner. You don't have to worry about me being at another job and stuck in traffic and not being able to come home and cook delicious food for you. But again, you have to let them know the sacrifice. The sacrifice is, though, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., I will not be 100% available to you. You will have to share me with other children. So do a family's benefit and sacrifice chart. It's very important for you to outline those things. Question of the day. Tell me some of your funny stories about when you started your home child care and some of the conflicts that happened between you and your family. Comment below. Let us know. Remember, we are here to engage and to grow our home child care provider community with the Live Learning Academy, your YouTube channel for tips, tricks, and training, all in the area of caring for children. Like this video, share this video, and make sure you are learning from this video. See you next time.